Welcome to the Garage Audit. My name is Yvan, and this is Thora Media. Today we're in Guelph, Ontario, Canada, and we're meeting Latif, the owner of Deliver Detailing. Now he details out of a small SUV. Let's go check him out. Let's go meet Latif. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Great.
Life is great, man. Good to see you. Let's
Excellent.
Deliver Detailing.
Yeah, let me give you a microphone here so people can hear you. There we go.
All right, testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
right,
you're good. So it's a cold day in Guelph, Ontario. We're here with Deliver Detailing Latif. Latif, you're a mobile detailer?
Yes.
Looking for a shop. So if you're a real estate agent in Guelph, Ontario, this man's looking for a shop.
Please, guys.
Yes. You detail of an SUV.
We actually use a minivan. We had a Dodge Grand Caravan. I'm actually currently shifting things towards my personal vehicle.
Yeah.
I have 2 company cars. This one is a car that I'm using for my personal and business insurance.
Okay.
But yes, SUV and then a Dodge Grand Caravan. Correct.
Excellent. Let's see how
All
you
right,
set
so
this
this
up.
is a very, very, very humble setup because we're shifting things around, but it gives you an idea of what to expect
Right.
when you're first getting started.
Yeah.
So I just mentioned what tools we use, things like that.
Good.
Awesome. So we got the rigid 4.5 or 4-gallon shop vac, one of the most common tools you have in your detailing business. You don't need anything crazy. We have an extension cord that we have for efficiency. We know Yvan loves the efficiency when it comes to being set up. So it has it with a built-in breaker. You just pull it up like this. Keep it left on the floor. And then we come to the customer's location and we hook up to the electric supplies.
So you hook up to the customer's electric, so you're not carrying a generator?
Not yet. We are looking to buy a used generator in the next probably week or so.
Okay.
So what we've done is we have also an air compressor, which I'll show you in a second.
Yep.
Nothing too crazy. We had a retractable air hose reel, all that good stuff. But we are in our shifting stages because we were actually dormant during the winter. It's impossible, guys, to detail mobile in the winter.
Yes.
I mean, literally, it's April 7th right now, and it's negative. It feels like minus 20 degrees Celsius right now in spring. That's like minus 4 for the American folks.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. It's cold out today. It's humid, too.
Okay, so we got the the Porter cable air compressor.
Right.
About $200 Canadian, I think, which is like 130 USD.
Yep.
As mentioned, I do have a retractable air hose reel. I was just shifting things around. But 50-foot air hose attachment with, of course, the one and only Tornador. You guys need a Tornador or some sort of compressed air.
Right.
Ivan talks about this in his interior detailing efficiency video. Helps with loosening up dirt and debris, blowing things out of cracks and crevices. So.
Yep. And now is a small compressor like this enough to power the Tornador?
Not with 100% uptime. You'll have to let it kick in, wait a couple of seconds. But how things are going at the moment, when you're hooking up to the customer's electric supply, I think you are familiar with this, you can't really use the vacuum and the air compressor at the same time because you often trip the customer's breaker.
Yeah.
So we kind of made a walk around this. So we actually carry on 2 extension cords.
Okay.
Once for the vacuum, once for the air compressor. And if the customer has 2 different breakers, we'll connect 2 different ones so that we can turn on the air compressor and the vacuum at the same time.
Okay, excellent.
So that's our SOP in that scenario.
Yep.
Here we have a bucket that we use for just storing our extendable garden hose.
Okay. How do you like that hose?
It's fantastic.
Okay.
I actually have a pressure washer. I don't like the pressure washer at all for mobile detailing.
Yes.
I know it's more water efficient. Ivan talks about it. One of the shops you detail, I think Chicago Auto Care Buffalo Car Care.
Yeah.
They don't use a pressure washer whatsoever.
They actually just got one.
Oh,
so.
Okay, never mind. Maybe I outdated.
But they got it to save water.
Okay.
Because of the water bills.
But in terms of a better quality job, does it do a better job or?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Most of their shops still don't have a pressure washer.
Well, the reason I do a garden hose, by the way, I know it doesn't sound like cool or professional. I don't use a foam can, by the way. I'm a rinseless guy.
Yeah.
I'm a rinseless enjoyer. It is so much more effective if setting up on unpacking. All you need to do is just hook up to the. It's frozen water. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. You hook up to the customer water, and then it extends, and then just press this is actually one of my favorite tools. It sounds silly, but just a garden hose nozzle, you can switch the settings to, there's a jet stream on this that actually acts as a pressure washer, right? So you don't really need a pressure washer for this. Compared to the regular pressure washer, which is, you have to have the electric tool, there's another cable going to the electricity, another one that's coming in for the intake for the water, and then another one coming out for the hose. A lot of things going on from that.
Yes.
So it's a lot more efficient for mobile for now. With that being said, we also have a canopy.
Yep.
I learned from this from another company. I don't know if you heard of this company in Ottawa. They're called Clean Detailing.
Yes.
Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in contact with the guy, Matt. He's amazing. He has this really cool, I don't know if I'm really distracted. He has a really cool mission of trying to pay his employees a living wage. So I'm trying to do that as well.
Good.
Which is going to go up for $21.80 an hour.
Yep.
At least for me. So
Right.
Canopy, the reason we have a canopy is he inspired me. He has a service called Rain or Shine service. So even if it's raining, you can set up the canopy and then you can just detail it on the interior to wash the car exterior.
Okay.
It's not an excuse for us to detail in the rain.
Right. Have you
So-
ever had a canopy fly away on you?
Not yet, surprisingly.
good.
Even though it was a couple windows shaking, this one's surprisingly rigid. I haven't
Okay.
had that issue yet.
Good.
IK foamer, we used to use DIY detail all clean on this.
Yep.
We could use it from time to time, but we actually have our carpet shampoo on this.
Okay.
I believe, maybe I'm wrong, when it comes to shampooing carpets and seats, foaming a carpet cleaner is more effective than just spraying it from a bottle.
Right.
Maybe
You
I'm wrong.
use less product and it's drier in a sense, so you're not getting the carpet or the fabric wet.
Does it lift away the dirt better? Or wouldn't
It
you
helps a little
foams?
bit, yeah.
Okay.
Scrubbing bubbles.
I know, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, we also have a ladder here. It's not a professional, Gorilla ladder from Home Depot. It's like a step ladder from Walmart, so $35.
Yeah, but it's enough to.
Yeah, it's enough to go up a minivan. Not a truck yet. For trucks, we actually step on the steps for
Yeah.
entering the vehicle. But for minivans, 7-seater SUVs, things like that, that's what we do use it for.
Okay.
Here actually is something that I've learned from you, actually, Ivan. This is our detailing caddy for
Okay.
interior use.
Yep.
This allows us to be very efficient because when we open to a job site, we actually like to put this on the passenger side seat. This is a $30 tow bag usually for mechanics, I think,
Yeah.
or handyman from Home Depot. We have our APC, we have our carpet shampoo. We actually have our quick detailer, which is the rinseless wash and a diluted ratio.
Okay.
256-to-1 from DIY Detail. And it's amazing. It's actually amazing. It's my glass cleaner as a quick detailer, clay lube, leather cleaner, things
Yeah.
like that. It's incredible. I wish it foams a little bit, but for interiors, I like to be a bit more foamy,
Yeah.
but it's amazing for efficiency. So other chemicals we have our APC, which is DIY Detail All Clean, 30-to-1. We have our degreaser, which is 15-to-1. We use those on rubber floor mats, very bad door jams.
Yeah.
Sometimes exterior for pre-treatment. And then we have a chemical that this is half frozen, guys. It's literally
Yeah.
half frozen chemical here.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Where is it?
Yeah, it's a cold day. It was a cold night as well, so.
And then here we have a chemical that's 50-50 vinegar and distilled water. I just labeled it as salt destroyer to remove the salt stains.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations for salt
All
removal?
clean, actually.
A 30 for the degreaser, 15-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, 15-to-1. You don't want to spray it on the salt ring. You actually want to put your tip right up against it and just soak that crust, that salt crust.
Yes.
Let it sit for a few minutes and it'll brush away.
Okay, and then steam also helps as well.
Yeah, steam
but
helps as well.
Steam is one of those things that it takes time to set up, and that's another electric outlet that you can't really control.
Right.
What other parts? So this, and then of course you have
Brushes.
your brushes, cone head attachments, drill brush,
Yep.
things like that. That of course your Scrub Ninja, which is it's literally
Frozen solid,
frozen
yeah.
solid as well. Incredible condition, guys, today. But
Yeah.
so that's our detailing caddy. We use it for interior detailing. And here is actually, also we have our plastic and leather conditioner.
Yep.
It must have fell from the caddy while I was transporting it. Here we have just a small box that we store our miscellaneous tools. I put it in areas, my thought process is the less likely I use a tool, that
Right.
I'll put it on a less accessible area.
Perfect. Yeah.
And so if I vacuum these very often, I'll put it somewhere that's easy to take out and put in.
Yes.
Since I don't use the steamer extractor as often, I put it somewhere in the center.
Good.
We use one of those Bissell Spot Clean Pro,
Yeah.
Spot Clean extractors. I don't think you guys need any sort of expensive extractors, guys.
You're not extracting a whole vehicle.
Exactly.
You're doing a spot.
Most of the time, yes.
Yeah.
However, if you do deal with like very filthy carpet mats,
Yes.
the thing is called resetting the carpet mats when you
Yeah.
do an extraction and pressure washing and rinsing it off completely.
And a little steamer.
Yeah, steamer. It's $100 steamer. I have went through like 5 different steamers already, Ivan.
Okay.
How do they keep breaking on me?
By freezing, that doesn't help them.
Okay.
But yeah, steamers are precarious. You have to, or they're fragile. It's something that you don't want to move around too much. And the higher quality steamers do last a lot longer. So
Like the McCulloch one, or?
yeah, the McCulloch, or you get something like, depending on how much you want to spend, but you can get to a Chief or something like that. But they're $1,500, so they're a little higher in price.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the ROI on that.
No,
soon.
not. They take a long time to pay back.
Yeah, well, and then we might have. Yeah, they do probably. Do.
Yeah.
And then there may be some attachment with like a drill brush, like a yellow one, the flat one for
Larger mats.
Yeah, and like the medium stiffness brushes that are better for scrubbing. So.
Gloves.
Black nitrile. Not only are they very durable, they make me look kind of badass as well. So.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah, that's good. Then on the other, we'll go around to the other side.
Alrighty. Very simple setup, guys. You're not looking for anything professional to get started. On the right side, we'll just have some toothpicks in case we need to. Some of the performance have stuck dirt and rocks on them, or leather seats. You might want to poke them a little bit.
Yeah.
Just be careful with that. And in terms of our towels, we actually have just a drawer from Walmart.
Yeah.
Where I have my dry towels. I should get some better quality ones, maybe from the House of Rags.
You never know.
So,
they're available in Canada too. So
yeah, they are.
yeah.
And then we like to color code our towels. It looks like this one fell.
Yeah.
We have blue is for glass and glass only, just because we want it to be more organized and not contaminate, I guess, our towels. We have this is our used towel box that we'll throw in the dryer and washers.
Yeah.
Here we have our regular tiles.
Okay.
You mentioned it on your latest podcast. In your shops, you used to have something called as utility towels,
Yeah.
which is like the same towels across the board, but
Pretty much, yeah. Just an inexpensive towel that does the job everywhere.
do you just reuse the same towel for exterior, interior?
Yep.
Okay, that's awesome. So that's what I did to make it as simple as possible.
Good.
For my employees. We happen to have a polisher here. Just
Okay.
from $150 polish from Amazon.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't gotten any polishing jobs yet. It's mostly interior detailing, unfortunately.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm trying to get the most amount of money per hour, so.
Yeah.
Which is a polisher. There's a yellow pad here.
Yep.
Red pad.
So a 15 millimeter stroke.
I think, I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
I'll have to take a look at what that is, but it's I think 6-inch diameter as well, so, or
Yeah.
6-inch backing plate.
Excellent.
We have a bag here in case, just for trash, throw in our gloves.
Right.
Any excessive stuff we have, we just throw that in there. And then we have our batteries. We have 2 of these.
Yep.
One from Amazon. They're the knockoff version of Ryobi.
Right.
They last a lot longer.
For your drill brush.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And then for the wash process, we use this. We just actually, we have a dolly.
Yep.
I haven't found much use for the dolly yet because we're oftentimes on a driveway. It's on a slope.
Yes.
Unlike shops, it's a bit more difficult to move around.
Okay.
But we have our DIY detailed legacy sponge.
Yep.
For rinseless washing. And I've actually, let me show you this. This reminds me of this chemical, which is our DIY detail rinseless wash.
Okay.
So you may notice I added some sort of pumping nozzle.
Yep.
Because one of my friends used to work at McDonald's. He told me how the SOPs are so good when it comes to ice cream fudge sundaes.
Yes.
They have a pumping system where, like, for every ice cream sundae you make, you do 1.5 pumps, 2 pumps exactly.
Yes.
And so I've measured exactly how much one pump does.
Yeah.
I made the numbers down. It goes down to 1.5 pumps for this to be 256 to 1 on this bucket, about
Yeah.
halfway in.
And for our friends in the U.S., Canadian Tire is a very well-known brand in Canada. So where you guys have your Home Depot and Lowe's buckets, we have the Canadian Tire bucket.
That's basically like the Lowe's version of Canada. So.
Yeah.
So pump and a half into the rinseless wash, fill it up with water about halfway in.
Yep.
And then we might have some detailing brushes that are stuck because they're frozen as usual.
Right. Yeah.
To detail those grills and those cracks and crevices.
Very good.
Tire shine, I like to hang it around here because it's exterior.
Yep.
And then Okay.
A wheel cleaner?
No, that's not a wheel cleaner actually. This is just a sealant.
Oh, seal and shine,
Just
yeah.
a heads up. I use ceramic gloss from DIY Detail.
Yeah.
But what happened though? I didn't have any space to store my chemicals.
Right.
So over the winter, I stored all my chemicals in the van.
Yeah.
After the winter finished and it thawed, half of the chemicals were just bad.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Interior
yeah.
ceramic coating, like ceramic gloss.
Yeah.
Things like that. So I had to really quickly go buy something from Walmart.
Yep.
Just for some jobs that I had to do this month. So
Good. Yeah, it hasn't been this cold all month. Just
I
the
was
last
surprised.
couple days of the temperature has gone down.
yeah, it was surprising. We were doing jobs a couple days ago, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
So we're gonna help him put this away, and we'll do the interview portion sitting in the car where it's heated.
That's a good idea. Okay. Are we missing any other part of the car?
No, I think you've got everything.
I know it's not the fanciest setup, Ivan. Oh, thank
That's
you for-
perfect. Fancy doesn't mean useful.
That's true.
We moved inside because outside it's a little cold, and with that, just wanted to ask Latif a few questions. So, how long have you been detailing?
Great question. So I started detailing since November of 2023.
Okay.
The best time ever, guys, to start detailing in Guelph, Ontario. Right at the beginning of winter, guys.
Yes.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah. And what got you into detailing?
Great question. So it was actually kind of synonymous in, I had a level of affinity of what I was doing at the time. I used to be a host on a platform, I don't know if you heard of this, it's called Turo.
Yes.
So I used to be a host on Turo. used to have like 2 cars at the time that I would rent out as a side hustle.
Yes.
As a business actually at the time. And I remember sitting there in my home waiting for either the cars to come back or waiting for the cars to get booked.
Right.
So I had a lot of free time on me because, you know, this is a passive income. It's not a full-time income. You're not working actively on this.
No.
So I thought to myself, what skills do I already have on me right now that I can leverage and use to make active income, I guess, make money? And so the other day I was just scrolling on YouTube and I came across this video on YouTube from, I think it was from Uplift, about this 23-year-old mobile car detailer making $200K a year detailing cars.
Yes.
I said, interesting. I already do clean or detail cars. You know, between every trips, right?
Yes.
You vacuum it real quick. You perhaps, you know, give it a wipe down, things like that. So I figured, you know what? Let me start a mobile car detailing business. So I just literally started with just a couple microfiber towels I bought for $30 on Amazon. I borrowed my housemate's shop vac, and then I bought a $10 Armor All interior cleaner from Walmart.
Good.
That's it. $30-40, guys. Incredible. Probably the smallest budget of all time. And the reason I really hopped onto it is I was a part of some WhatsApp groups just in my neighborhood in Guelph.
Yes.
And one of the neighborhoods, I just posted an ad. It was like 50 people in the group, and I said, "Hey guys." I made a post at like literally 9 in the morning.
Yes.
Hey guys, I just started a mobile car detailing service in Guelph, Ontario, and I'm offering my first 5 customers a free interior detail for free.
Okay.
For free. I know you like the idea of like you should charge
Yeah.
your worth. I did it for free.
Yes.
And I kid you not, within like 1 hour, it was 10 a.m. I've had 10 people reach out to me. Yo, could you fit me in? I want a free car detailing service. I have a mummy van that, you know, my kids make a mess. Can you help me out? And the cool thing about this is that because you're free, once you get the job done, which most of them were happy with, you know, it's free. You have built a lot of goodwill with your customers.
Yes.
And so they just all left me a 5-star review on Google. And then from there, I saw like anybody who reached out to me, I would start charging $10, $20, you know, for my costs. Right?
Yes.
You know, it didn't cost me $20 to do a detail at the time. It was like maybe $2-3 for gas, chemicals, etc.
Yes.
But I would say $20 just so I can feel comfortable charging and asking for money. And over time, what I did was every 5 customers that I got, I would raise my price by 25%.
Good.
Every single time. Until March, where my business exploded. This was like of 2024. I had $1,500 a month, and then went up to $5,000 that next month in April.
Okay.
And that's why I adjusted my prices accordingly, and things went well from there.
Good. You said you're looking for a shop.
Yes.
What has prompted the move from mobile to a shop other than the cold temperatures?
Absolutely. So you may have noticed in the earlier video, it may be included or not. I've mentioned them. Half of my chemicals, literally, I had to throw away. DIY detail interior ceramic, ceramic gloss, anything that had a wax or a ceramic in it. Even the ceramic coatings, that's a lot of money that's gone. I didn't have any place to store them. Additionally, after November of 2024, I've really experienced how cold it was. I don't know if you remember how cold it was how warm it was in 2023. You could actually detail back in January of 2024.
Right. Yeah, this winter has been a winter.
It was
typical Canadian winter, yeah.
And it hasn't snowed this much in my city in 10 years.
Yes.
So, in 2024. And then the last year it was actually the opposite. It was the warmest ever in like 10 years. So I didn't think I needed a shop then, but now I need to get a shop because there's a couple of issues first and foremost. Three biggest issues here. First and foremost, it's obviously uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right? But you can say, okay, no matter how cold it gets, I'll just put on another layer of jacket. For every 5 degrees, it goes colder. Until I look like a snowman, right?
Right.
Like 7 jackets. It's fine, right? Sure. Second problem is you get significantly less demand.
Yes.
I've had a conversation with another detailing shop owner. He said during the winter, his demand goes down by 70%.
Correct.
I don't know, is that true?
Yeah, that's about right, 50 to 70%.
50 to 70%. So you get less demand as well.
Right.
And then finally, which is the big nail in the coffin, you just can't detail.
No.
Like, the chemicals freeze in the middle of a job. I remember good time actually where it was -5 at the time. It felt like a -20. Me and my buddy went out to detail a car. We stored our chemicals inside of our home.
Yes.
Keep it warm and thawed. And I remember when we were at the stage of the glass cleaning, we grabbed our glass cleaner, and when we sprayed on the glass, it immediately turned into slush.
Yes.
And when we got our towel and started wiping it off, it got the glass dirtier than what it was before.
Right.
And so chemicals freeze. The customers turn off their water faucets. I don't know if the Americans know that.
Yeah, in the northern U.S., your faucets, they turn off the water so you can't turn it on outside. Therefore, you're not going to freeze, the spigot, etc.
So all of those 3 reasons are why we're looking for a shop, so that we can be able to have my employees working. And also for me, the past 4 months have been really boring as well. I don't want to just wait and doing nothing. So
no,
that's why we're getting a shop.
Good. Okay. Other aspects of detailing, we know what got you into detailing. What is your real passion in detailing? What aspect of detailing really excites you?
I'm going to be kind of blunt here. I like the money from it.
Good. That's perfect. There's nothing wrong with that.
I love money, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But aside the money, what I found recently was I really like the communication of building a team. I like the idea of having my friends working with me, build a company culture for I had 3 employees, I guess if you're going to consider them employees.
Yes.
Who I've had work together. One time we had all 4 of us working on one car. I like that level of building, level of community, of like a teamwork, of something to build together. And along with the fact that I love actually building relationship with some of my customers.
Yes.
A lot of my customers are actually entrepreneurs, they're business owners, and I
Good.
can network with them and learn more about them. I've had actually some of them actually mentor me a little bit.
Good.
Over coffee. So not you yet, but hopefully we'll have you over coffee one day.
We'll get there. I don't drink coffee, so.
We'll figure out something.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, anything with humans that include things like, communication with customers or with sales, I love.
Good. Excellent. Now, other aspects of detailing, what is it that you don't like about detailing?
The physicality of it.
Okay.
So I actually injured my back when I was younger, in my teenage years, because of improper gym workouts. I was going through a tough time at the time, and I was, just pushing through without the proper form.
Right.
And so I've got a kind of almost like a lifelong injury, and so I can't find myself working kind of efficiently or hard after about 4 hours of detailing.
Okay.
And so that's the hard part about what I'm doing. I can't stand for too long. I can't sit down for too long. It has to be kind of a mix of both.
Yeah.
So that's hard for me.
Right. Now, you mentioned you have a polisher, but you haven't done any polishing for customers.
Yes.
Is that something you're working on adding to your SEO, adding to your website?
I just added it about 2 weeks ago, yes.
Okay.
So my SEO, my website, my services. If you go to my Urable link, I have a Urable booking profile. It
Yes.
says, 2-step polish, 1-step polish, and there's a pricing so they can book with us for
good.
polishing.
Yeah.
I haven't polished too many cars because it's kind of boring, I'll be honest, to sit there for 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm a younger, one of the newer generation with tech talk, so.
Right.
But I can try and, stay still, do things like that, so.
So one thing to help through that, because I know you're not alone that has that issue, is polish a section, wipe off a section. Polish a section, wipe off a section.
Okay.
That, first of all, for your body, it's a lot easier because you're not doing the same motion for 2 hours in a row.
Okay.
You're breaking it up, but also mentally it breaks it up as well.
It's just more pleasurable, I guess. You do this one step at a time, finish
Right.
it up. I guess like it's a reward for the dopamine in your brain.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, because the younger generation that's used to the swipe left, swipe right, up or down or whatever, you have the issue that you're always getting that quick dopamine rush because every 30 seconds you're switching to another video.
Yes.
And by doing this, you polish, wipe, and depending on how you're protecting the vehicle, if it's not a coating and just a sealant, well, you can polish, wipe, and apply the sealant, and you're done that panel, you're finished, you move on to the next panel, and you get that satisfaction of, okay, this is done, it's completely done.
Yes.
I can move to the next section, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Do you recommend this with coatings as well, or coatings a bit more difficult to do it?
I like to wipe off as I go. So for two things, the coatings, no, you can't put the coating on immediately, but do the whole vehicle. But as you're doing it, like I say, apply the polish, then wipe off the polish residue, move to the next section. It gives you a visual cue as to, okay, this is polished, this isn't, it's clean, and at the same time, for your body, you've changed positions, you've changed movements, making it a lot easier.
I agree, and I feel like also for people who kind of resonate with my story, one thing that I found that is helpful is just have your headphones on. You listen to some music, some podcasts.
Yes.
I like to listen to the House of Rags, by the way. The podcasts are pretty nice.
Okay.
So that is helpful as well.
Excellent. Someone wanting to start out, what's your best advice?
Don't start in a city near me first and foremost. I don't want competitors, please. I'm just kidding. No, I've helped out. There's some younger generations who have started their mobile detailing business here in Guelph that I've helped them out and gave them some advice.
Good.
But in terms of what you need to know, can I take a minute just to think of the right response? Okay.
While you're thinking about it, I'll ask you another question.
Yep.
You're part of a community started by Hudson Archer.
Yes.
How do you find that has helped you to have that support net?
Okay. So first and foremost, I want to let you know that I am not financially incentivized whatsoever to promote this. But I'm just speaking this purely from my own experience.
Yes.
I've actually went to, Jacob, you've interviewed with a truck a couple months ago?
Yeah.
He was, I met him in person before.
Okay.
He attended so the Driven Elite is called the community. Every quarter or like 5 months, they host an event where you pay, I don't know, it's like $1,000. It's pretty economical actually. And they fly out all detailers to a city. A couple months ago in September, I went to Arizona, Scottsdale, met Hudson himself, and met Jacob. It was a phenomenal experience. But to answer your question, first and foremost, they have this school community where you could ask any question, and then other detailers who are qualified, because it's not some run-of-the-mill guy who just started, like myself. No, it's people who are actually, for lack of a better term, competent people who are already in business. They have a good work ethic. They have an existing customer base who already did what it take, giving you advice, and vice versa. You can give those advice back. Now, with that being said, the funniest thing is when I was in Arizona, there were probably like 25 other detailers. I'm not kidding you, Yvan. So I'm 22 years old, turning 23 next week.
Yeah.
22. I was probably the oldest guy when I was there in the event. Almost every single person was younger than I am.
Excellent.
And even crazier, every single person was making more money than I am as well.
Okay.
So just to give you an example, our biggest month was 7,500 Canadian.
Yes.
And that was bottlenecked by just labor, honestly. There was a lot of demand. It was just supplies that are issue. 7,000 Canadian, which is about 6,000 USD. Hudson was making like 25, 40,000 USD at the time, detailing cars. And there was countless others that were so focused and so knowledgeable, despite them being younger than I am, that I was, dang, once I come back to golf, I need to get my crap together. It was incredible. It really was.
There's a lot of younger detailers that are very passionate, not only about detailing, but about the business aspects of detailing. And that to me is a heartwarming thing, that there's all these young people out there that are carrying the torch and moving it, giving it even more fuel, lighting it even stronger. So if you're one of those young people out there, reach out to me. I love speaking with them. When Hudson started, I reached out to him because it was like, wow, this kid is 16 years old and he's doing this already. To me, that was just great. So things like that are, for the older generation, it's nice to see that the younger generation is moving it forward, growing the business, making it better for everyone. So kudos to all of you that were there with Latif.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I think you asked me earlier about what should a mobile detailer, when they're first starting, focus on primarily. I know you mentioned that when you first get started that you should charge, regular prices of other detailing shops or even more than that because, you're taking more time. I may have to disagree with you on that, which is rare. I believe that, I learned this from a business guru. His name is Alex Hormozy. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yes.
He's also a Middle Eastern muscle guy. He says that when you first get started, nobody knows you. You're probably not that great at what you're doing either, and so find out the best thing. The best way to get customers at the beginning is to do it for free. Now there's a caveat with that, and I agree with you on this. The types of customers you'll be getting who are looking for that $50 quick clean, $100 quick clean, I've experienced this. They are so cheap, first and foremost, unbelievably cheap. But the conditions of the vehicle you'll be getting is also exponentially worse than the ones that I've been getting. So I'm charging right now $225 for an interior detail, which is a bit undercharging, I think, as well.
A little bit, but not bad.
It's not bad, plus HST as well.
Yeah, of course.
Which plus taxes, basically. The types, we've started getting actually newer cars. We've started getting higher end customers who are actual entrepreneurs, business owners who are generally cleaner people as well. And so, yes, when you first get started, you have to get the ball rolling. So one of the easier ways to get customers is just lower your prices. But once you already got your reviews, capitalize on those customers first, get those reviews, then start quickly ramping up your prices until you feel like there's a big shift in the amount of demand you're getting. Once you hit that perfect sweet spot.
It's price elasticity. So you move the prices up until you've stretched the elastic band as far as it will go, and then just release a little bit.
Yes, $225 for us was, I felt like some people were saying no on the phone calls or the sales. So that's how we're feeling at the moment, but depending on how everything goes, we might raise or even lower our prices depending on, I guess, supply and demand.
Okay, excellent.
Heads up, I'm a business owner first and a detailer second. Everyone talks about this. You need to think like a business owner instead of a detailer. Detailer, like Ivan mentioned, you're just focusing on polishing, quality results. I was talking to my employee yesterday. We were on a job site. It was much warmer, by the way, than today. I was telling him that he was a trainee. We were doing an interior detail. I told him that if he wanted to spend 24 hours doing an interior detail, you could find a way to do detail a car for 24 hours.
Oh, definitely.
What a business does is allocate a certain amount of time and get the best quality results and the results that the customer cares about the most within that time frame. Same thing with polishing, right? You can always get a bit better. You can never get it perfect with paint or with interiors, but you can get it closer and closer towards perfection, which is an infinity curve if you look at it from a geometrical algebra thing. I dropped out of University of Engineering, so I don't remember that concept, but yeah.
Excellent. With that, he's going to be off. We're going to give him his final report card and go from there.
Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.
Thanks. Latif has a very basic setup, but it shows that you can start detailing without needing any of the fancy equipment. He's very passionate about his business, which is great, and he is working as hard as he can to grow his business. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, leave them below. And if you'd like your own garage audit, reach out to Jamie at the House of Rags. We can see if we can arrange that.